begin to fathom what God can do, even in a situation where it's like, okay, the marriage there's no hope for it. God specializes in very difficult situations, and we can always go to the Lord. But on our own aspects as women, we should be able to look at the scriptures and begin to fulfill, our role as women. Let's not jump to doing what a man is supposed to be doing. God has clearly set the roles. The woman is supposed to be under the man. The woman is the caretaker. She's the cook. She's almost all in all. And if she's able to play those roles under God, when conflicts arise, if she's submitting herself under the word of God, when the conflicts arise, God, who is always standing by his word, will be able to help the woman out, even when it seems on the surface that she's operating from the standpoint of weakness. It's like, okay, you have to submit to your husband, and it's like, well, when you look at it on the surface, you are operating from the standpoint of weakness. But the Bible says that God uses the weak things to confound the things that are strong, and uses foolishness to confound, wisdom, the wisdom of the world. And I think there's so much on the part of a woman if she submits herself under the word of God.
Okay, madam, do you think that the church is playing enough role in helping a family stay together? Helping the
church
woman
generally?
Yes.
I would say yes and no. Yes and no. Depending on where you are. If it's a place where the man, I know some, like, any church where the man is unfaithful, take for example, keeping maybe a girlfriend. Christians now. I know a congregation years ago where the man was flirting around with one of the young girls there. You found the whole congregation was falling apart. Fornication, adultery was rife. So I could say yes and no because of what is happening in the church generally. If you have a congregation where the man, submits himself to the word of God, lives according to the word of God, giving honor to the wife and keeping himself, you find also that, the couples in the church, the families tend to be strong. But if it's otherwise, you find, anything will just go. You have wife beaters and all kinds of things. So I would say yes and no. But I believe that in the days ahead, as the church gets back on track, that there will be a lot of restoration, including the home.
Apart from providing spiritual services, the church also renders some social services. In Port Harcourt alone, for instance, an average of about 20 weddings is conducted every week. Some of the wedding ceremonies attract visitors from all over the country and even from abroad. You are the mighty God. You are the mighty God. During such occasions, parents offer calculated advice to the newlyweds.
Yeah, we can see that you're very well advanced in marriage, you're old in marriage, and what we want to know whether there are any secrets in the game of marriage.
Well, secret number one is that you must have to love your wife. You must be patient. And you should always place God first in whatever you are doing. Whenever you have a problem, make the report to God, not to human beings. Because there's a danger in it, in that if you go and seek advice from a divorcee, she will always tell you, look, that marriage, I have tried it before, and it's no use. People rushing into marriage, they know why they are rushing. They will tell that is the advice you will get. But when you report to God, you'll be surprised the way the problem will be solved, and you yourself will feel happy.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.
A lot of would-be couples look out for their spouses at institutions of learning. And in Nigeria, there is a gradation in the quality of education as provided by the different institutions